can't you be feeling that? It's got a great groove going on. Yeah, be feeling good.
Coming to you live from somewhere west of Wild Rose, Wisconsin, it's the B. Andrews Radio Show. Hey, and we're so glad to be able, yes, we do our own sound effects. We're glad to be able to come to you live today on the B. Andrews Radio Show. Here, really, we're in Hancock, but that does make us exactly due west of Wild Rose, Wisconsin. All you have to do is go north up here and jump on and go east, and you will end up coming to a town called Wild Rose. So anyway, today I would like to introduce myself. I am one of your radio hosts. I am Eric of the B. Andrews Band. Over on the other side of the room, and if you listen to our show long enough, you'll hear us say this. On the other side of the room is Emily. Say hi, Emily.
Hello.
She's one of our other co-hosts and doing the production today, working hard behind the computer in order to make everything just perfect, is our producer, Kay. Say hi, Kay.
Hi, but don't I always do it every day? Not
We
just
don't
today.
do this. No, we don't do this every day.
I'm talking about every day we
this
do.
is-
do
I
it.
can't handle you coming to my house that often.
This is Tuesday. We're trying something new. So for those of you who are listening, who pick up the podcast, we do our podcasts on Tuesday. We try to do it somewhere between 11 and noon. We will become more, if we're going to do this more frequently, we're going to become more accurate with the time. 1:02? Okay, it's not between 11
It's like
and noon.
we try to do it between 11 and noon, but we only get going at around like 1
1
o'clock.
okay? And so what we're doing special today is we're going to try and we're going to go live on Facebook with the first segment of the B. Andrews Radio Show.
Woo.
And so right over there, I'm pointing at the camera as we speak. Some of you are looking. I see Dennis Roberts is watching. Hi, Dennis. How you doing? Good morning to you, too.
Is that our shout out?
Huh? No, that won't be our
No.
shout out. Shout out will be in the second segment, and so you'll have to listen to the second segment of the B. Andrews Radio Show in order to do that. You can find the B. Andrews Radio Show on a couple of different platforms.
Quite a few, actually.
Quite a few. First off, you can find us on YouTube. When the show, after in post-production, we will post it on our YouTube channel, which all you have to do is go to B. Andrews. We have a B. Andrews channel, and you can find us there. And all the episodes are posted there with some of our other video work, if you want to go roaming through the channel and look at our past.
That
Past
video
history.
work is getting old.
Yeah, it's getting old. I guess we're going to have to start some new video work or do something.
I'm chill with that.
Or you can go to one of our newer platforms is iHeartRadio. So if you have an iHeartRadio app, you can go to iHeartRadio, go to the section that says podcasts and go to the B. Andrews Radio Show. You can find us there. One of our most oldest,
You're being incredibly superlative.
double
Very,
superlative
yes.
man right there. Our oldest platform would be to go to Spreaker.com. So www.spreaker.com/B. Andrews Radio Show. You can find us there. You can find us on Facebook and be a part of the radio group. So that way, when we do post it, you'll get a notification and be a part of the group, like the group. And last but not least, our newest platform that we are on, found ourselves on it, was totally shocked, is known as TalkBox?
Castbox.
Castbox, sorry about that.
You can never get it right.
I can never get it right. We are on Castbox. We don't know how we got there.
Spreaker.
Through Spreaker? Okay.
Spreaker.
And but anyway, we got there. We are there. Gotta love it. So anyway, find us on one of those platforms. And like we always do, we ask, please share the B. Andrews Radio Show with other people and help spread the love.
And we are getting out there. So I'm excited about that because I'm new to it, but it's getting out there and I'm pumped for it because it's my baby. I produce it.
Pumped about getting her baby out there.
She really is.
Well,
tell
it's
everybody,
my creation.
Tell
No.
everybody, we'll really think about that one. Tell everybody where we are so far.
Where we are,
Yeah.
as in
all the places where we are broadcasted.
we're a lot of places. As
I could have been like, in my back room. No, where are we emotionally? Well, I'm doing fine right now. That was a very broad
Come in and
question.
lay down on my couch.
well,
Tell
you
me all
see,
about it.
It started when I was born.
It was
I
a
didn't say-
Wednesday.
I didn't say let's go
Was
back
it?
to the beginning.
Yeah, I was born on hump day.
Again, I didn't say let's go back to the beginning. Where are we found? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? No, where in the world are we being listened to right now?
Right now. So there's. Oh, he's getting a
Wow,
call.
I'm getting a phone call. How is that happening here?
It happens.
Technology is amazing.
All right, so this is what we could do. Put that on pause. So anyway, I don't. The telephone was ringing, and I missed the phone call. So moving right
Who
along,
was it?
I said I missed the phone call.
Yeah,
How
but
would
the
I
number was
know?
still on the screen.
I didn't recognize the number that was on the screen. They obviously just left a message.
All right.
Wow, the problems with going on Facebook Live
And doing something else at
and
the
doing
same
something
time.
else at the same time. Anyway, so Facebook Live, you're joining us. We're in the studio. This is what it looks like when we are recording a live show. This is the first segment. It'll be all that we do. This will be our first segment of the B. Andrews Radio Show. And today we're going to be talking about big houses. Yes.
We were in the middle of talking where we are listened to.
Oh, okay. So you're saying we need to get back to that, right?
Well, we kind of just left it off.
All right, here we
Kind
go.
of.
The conversation. Kay, where is all the places around the world that we have been listened to?
Well,
We've been listened
need
to
to-
in a well.
No, you need to
Maybe.
rephrase that. That's a very awkward statement.
What how
what's
was that
awkward about it?
List all the places where people listen to us. That's better.
I did not hear a
did-
difference in that.
I didn't either.
But
What
Emily,
was-
do you want to ask the question?
I just did. Now answer it.
All right. We have, just off the top of my head,
Is that where we've been listened to?
I mean, if you want to, sure. New
There's a
Jersey.
Don't think we'll
There's
all
a
fit
Who
up
down
there.
in Whoville.
A couple of places in New Jersey, Montana, New Mexico.
Do you always say Montana that way?
I think you mean North Montana. Hasn't been called Canada in years.
All right. Now I lost my train of thought. Thank you very much.
New
A couple
Mexico.
places- a couple places in Wisconsin. Did I say New York? I
Nope.
think yeah.
No,
did
you
I?
said New
Okay.
Jersey.
Well, a couple of places in New York, Montana, New Mexico. We've been listened to in Maryland. We've been
Chevy
listened
Chase,
to,
Maryland.
Yes, specifically. We've been listened to over in New Zealand, in China, and in Hawaii, and 4 different places in Mexico, and they are probably our base listeners. They're always there on the list.
All right, so our people down in Mexico listen to us a lot.
Yes.
All right, so yes, we just picked up a listener in China. So we are an international program.
Woohoo!
Woo! I mean, you know, if it was just one other country and still on the North American continent, but we're China, New
Oh,
Zealand,
and Australia. Perth, Australia. I forgot about that one.
Australia. Here in the United States, we did have some listeners in
Oh,
Canada, but we haven't seen
California.
them. That is another country too, isn't it?
Only if it becomes Atlantis.
Only if it yeah.
Good one. I like that.
Florida may just beat it out, though.
It could. It
Who
could. You
knows?
know, its tip is kind of slanted down into the ocean.
Well, they're all. Well, Florida gets all the flooding. California's on the fault line.
yeah.
It depends which goes first.
Very good. Kay.
That's what I said. That is basically what I said. Not if Florida beats it out first.
Well, I just gave reasons. Come on.
Depends on who goes first. Anyway.
Still.
All right. So
Hey, Emily.
today's
So
show.
it depends on who goes first.
So
The crazy
today's-
kids or the senior community.
Hey, Emily. I agree with you.
That's only on the west coast of Florida, have you know. So anyway, today's show is going to be on big houses and
What about little houses?
no, did you do your research on little houses?
I
We're
was
living
going
in
to.
one right
Were
now.
any of them on the prairie?
Only if you wanted to.
Okay.
Bad joke.
So anyway, so we're going to be talking about houses. We're going to talk about very big houses, mansions. So we've got some research done on that. One of the things that we normally clue everybody in with, since we have people who listen to us from around the world, we tell them that what's going on here in our little town of Wisconsin. And today we're supposed to get to above freezing. I think it's going to be about 35. But with the sunshine out there right now, I think we're actually going to make it to 40 degrees today.
Woo!
Well,
That's why I broke out the shorts.
Fahrenheit around the
Yes,
world.
Fahrenheit.
Other people listen, their temperature goes by Celsius, but we're
Yes.
going by Fahrenheit
well,
here in the
you got
United States.
5 minutes to do that.
5 minutes to do what?
Explain what's going on in the world. Well, of Hancock.
And what's going on in the world? Oh,
You're going right now. Start.
in the world. Wow.
Well, the world.
Over in
the
France.
wonderful. The whole,
No, we don't talk about France.
Oh, that's right. That's
No,
because
Dad.
they laugh at other people's problems.
no, Dad. In the whole magical world of Wisconsin.
The whole yes, the magical world of Wisconsin. Well,
Funny thing.
a funny thing. Okay.
It's a very funny thing.
We don't have time for the funny thing.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
I had my nephew, and we were watching something. Oh, hi, whoever that is.
It's Becky. She says she still can't hear, so she's taken off. Vance is listening now, though, or we call him Skip. Hi, Skip. How you doing?
Hi.
So, yes.
I was watching my nephew while we were watching a movie, and after the movie,
Is
he
that a
stared.
double watch?
Well, she watches him and he watches the screen.
Okay.
So, and then it was staring at our Christmas tree. Obviously,
I thought
this
I was
is over
watching
the
the movie.
holidays.
That's
I
for
said
real.
after the movie was done. Pay attention, people.
Okay.
Pay attention.
All right.
So, after the movie was done, he was just staring at it, and all of a sudden he goes, "It's the most magical Christmas tree in the whole magical world." No, it's the most beautiful Christmas tree in the whole magical world of Wisconsin.
Oh, and that was our tree?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Gotta love that. Okay, now I gotta go send him $1 in the mail now. Anyway.
Just $1.
Just $1. Hey,
$1?
hey,
I'm
he's
cheap.
6. He doesn't need it
That's right. Okay, I'm cheap.
yet.
Anyway.
Okay, Mr. Krabs.
So, so anyway, 30 to it's going to be 35, possibly 40 degrees today here in Wisconsin. We've still got somewhere between 30, 40 inches of snow on the ground. I'm still wrapping up doing some of the snow blowing, snow plowing with my little tiny snow blower. But we get things done here. The weather at 35, 40 degrees, the guy and all that snow, the guys are breaking out the Hawaiian shirts and the shorts.
I know I am.
And the socks with sandals.
No, because the snow still gets in your...
I walked outside with just sandals on this morning.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
It
Yeah, but
was-
you're not a guy.
You're not a guy.
I still
So
do
most
socks
of them
with
wear
sandals.
most of them wear their jimmies, so that's kind of the way that it is. But the weather is beautiful. You know they're watching.
That's
Yes.
okay. The listeners can't hear me.
Yeah,
There's
the
more
listen-
people listening to us than there is watching us.
But I'll post it, and they'll be
Yeah,
able
I mean-
to see it.
It can accumulate over time.
That's right. That's right. More than
Sounds
one.
like snow.
No, that's white. That's white.
You said accumulate over time.
Oh, okay, I thought you were
Well,
talking about
it does
color.
both.
Anyway, so that's the kind of stuff that's going on here in Wisconsin. And we have entered into Lent season. That's really important for our church folks. So last week was at... What are you...
We're waiting for you to finish. Keep going.
in studio. Come on. Anyway, we started Lent. So last week, Ash Wednesday, we had our community Ash Wednesday service, and that was up in Plainfield. And I want to thank everybody that came out to that. That was really, really nice. But at our church this week, at our church this week, we are going to we're going to be starting a Bible study, and there's going to be a lot of archaeology. There's going to be a lot of other things.
Don't turn away from the mic.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. We just had a guy send me a comment on Facebook. It's Skip, and he says it's really nice right now in Lakeland, Florida.
Good for you, Skip.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, by the way, are the Reds still? Did the Reds still do spring training in Lakeland, Florida? If you can, 70 degrees. Oh, thanks, Skip. Really appreciate that. Anyway, if the Reds are still in Lakeland, Florida, doing their spring break, go see the Reds. Okay, spring break.
Yes, it's so much takes so much education to keep up with our baseball players. We have to send them on spring break.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so they used to be in Plant City, but I thought they moved over to Lakeland, Florida. Been through Lakeland bunches of times, but
You're not into the mic.
But not in the past couple of years. We haven't been down to Florida. I know.
Wait. Besides Emily, 1, 2, 3, sigh.
Thank God.
Yes, she.
I don't like Florida.
She doesn't like California or Florida with a seething passion.
Seething passion?
Hatred. A seething
It's
passion.
seething hatred and like a...
Hey, let me finish. A seething passion of hatred. There
I
you go.
have no idea why she doesn't like either one of them, too. The sun kissed her in
usually
both places.
Yeah, and it left me burnt. I had like 5 layers of skin peel off the top of my nose.
Ooh.
Alone.
I think it made it more square looking.
Yeah.
That's
If
not hard.
possible. That's not hard if possible. All right.
Well, I used to be only able to hold a dime on my nose. Now I can hold an entire quarter.
All right. You just grew up. That's all. She grew into her nose.
That's not how that works, but okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
all right.
it's exactly how this works.
And this is where we take a break because we're going to go out and get us something to drink. And I think I'm going to do something cold today instead of something hot in celebration of the warm weather. So you go get your favorite beverage and come right on back. And we'll continue with the second segment of the B. Andrews Radio Show.
Hey, if you want to be a part of the show, connect with us on Twitter at B. Andrews Band, all lowercase, BANDREWS, or IM us at Facebook by going to B. Andrews. That's first name B, B-E, last name Andrews, ANDREWS.
You're listening to the B. Andrews Radio Show.
Welcome to the second segment of the B. Andrews Radio Show. I'm trying to be melodic today. Today we are
You
going
just
to
sound
do-
like Yogi Bear.
You never answered.
Andrews Radio Show.
Anyway, we're going all the way to the B. Andrews Radio Show. Is that right, Yogi?
I've never watched. Yes, I have. That's a lie. But I don't remember.
It's not a lie if you
thing.
suddenly remember. It's like, I haven't. No, wait, I have.
Yes.
Well, other than that, I don't know a thing about Yogi
You
Bear.
don't know about Yogi Bear?
Well, I know something, but not a lot. I saw the live-action movie.
That
That doesn't count for anything.
It doesn't go back to the real Yogi Bear.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, this doesn't. What a boo-boo bear. Timberlake. Boo-boo bear.
What?
What a boo-boo bear.
Yeah, he's boo-boo.
What?
Oh, here we go, boo-boo. All right. Anyway, we'll leave that alone. Justin
Yes.
Timberlake. You don't. He did boo-boo.
Justin Timberlake is the person.
Yes, he did the voiceover for Boo.
He also
Never
did.
mind.
He also did Branch.
Branch.
Trolls.
Branch. Boyd's.
Boys.
Get on quick.
You can't get a real chicken out of a mechanical Boyd.
Bird.
Boyd's.
Boyd. All right.
Yeah.
We sorry.
I'm pretty sure we're losing everyone.
We really did. Veggie Tales. Check it out.
Your entire sentence structure just completely broke down.
I never had a sentence structure to begin with, so there's your first problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that's your problem.
All right.
Well, if you always correct
Second
me
segment
on it.
of the B. Andrews Radio Show. We're
Yes.
going to give our shout-outs, and our shout-outs come from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yay!
So, Cleveland, thank you for listening. And, hey, keep listening and share the B. Andrews Radio Show with everybody you can in Cleveland. Remember, you can catch us on Spreaker, on YouTube. You can catch us on iHeartRadio.
Castbox.
Thank you, because I totally forgot it already.
I called
and
it.
Facebook. So, B. Andrews Radio Show, find us, share us, and thank you, Cleveland, for listening. And if you ever happen to be in the central Wisconsin area and you're driving up Interstate I-39, be sure to stop at Highway 73, go into the town of Plainfield, and say hi to all the good folks at CJ's. At CJ's Cafe.
Well, CJ.
CJ's Cafe. That is a great place to stop early in the morning, pick you up a breakfast pastry and a great cup of coffee. And while
What
you're
if it's
there,
a pick-me-up pastry?
okay, it'll still be a great cup of coffee. And while you're there, why don't you just find one of those nice easy chairs around the fireplace, put your feet up, enjoy central Wisconsin and all the snow that you'll be looking at outside before you hit the road, and tell them the B. Andrews Radio Show sent you. All right, it won't get you any discounts, but it'll be nice to know.
I have a question.
Shoot shotgun, you're loaded.
It's a really dumb one, but
Oh, then you're really loaded.
okay, how redundant, I think that's the right word I have, would it be to say somebody, well, I'll Facebook your Facebook? Like, I don't know
You
why.
lost me.
It just came to my brain when you're like, and we're on Facebook. Well, what if I Facebook your Facebook?
Then we'll all be Facebooking.
Yeah, but
Will we
like,
be
what if
Facebooking?
somebody's
How do
super
you book
dumb?
somebody's face? Like, do you just rent their face for the weekend or something?
Sorry, can I use that? I like it.
What? No. This stays on my person. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I was meaning it as like an insult, like some guy that you totally made mad for no reason, and he's just like, I'll Facebook your Facebook for no reason.
Well, that right there already tells me that his anger has blinded his judgment in order to Facebook my Facebook.
I'm pretty sure his stupidity blinded his capabilities.
The angers, so, yeah, I'd Facebook your Facebook, and
I'll be booking your face.
I don't think there's Facebook back in that day and age.
Okay, we have completely just fallen apart. Can we get back to what we're supposed to be doing here?
oh, we were just doing shout outs.
Yeah.
Is that what we were doing?
Yeah,
Because
I was just
I
I know you
went
were-
off for 1 minute to find a good news story for the
You-
last segment, and
you-
I'd come back to this conversation.
You were out there doing something else. You were in your own little world. We were just watching.
It was important.
It was. I don't disagree with that, but so don't criticize over here.
I will criticize
We were booking
your face.
We were
all
booking-
I want.
We were booking your face.
Well, it was just an honest question.
I'm the one who came up with it.
Yeah, we were booking your face, and so how much you going to charge me for that, by the way?
Well,
Well, it ain't
$1
worth
million
much.
a second. How about
right.
that? $1 million an hour.
Oh man. Anyway, so let's move on to what today's show is going to be about. Kay,
Father.
what's today's show going to be about?
Expensive houses.
Oh, I just said big houses. So now you got to go to expensive?
Well,
Because
it
not
is.
all big houses
well-
are expensive.
Well,
And
well,
not the biggest houses are the most expensive.
true. But it is the 10 coolest and most luxurious houses in the world.
Okay.
And
well,
how
now
expensive they are.
that you just went with luxurious and what was
Coolest.
the other? Coolest. Okay. So
And
that doesn't
expensive.
well, that doesn't make them the most expensive. They're just cool and luxurious.
Yes.
So let's talk about these houses.
Yes. Let's do that.
All right, here we go. House number. Are we going up or down? We're
10.
going to go up. Okay.
Yes.
House number 10.
Kensington Gardens Palace in London.
Okay.
This is the lowest on the list.
So we're talking about a
The
royal.
owner.
We're talking about one of the royal properties here.
So how do you say that?
Should we
that name?
automatically exclude royal properties?
No, they're still
It's-
houses.
That's Lakshmi Mittal.
That's
That's
the
not French.
owner. No, it is not French. That's further up on the list.
While we were at the break, she goes, "Hey guys, I got a problem. I can't say some of these French
Well,
words."
my
That's what she
inability
said.
to
And of
speak-
course, Emily said, "Well, people aren't listening with French ears, so or something."
I
like
did
that.
not say that. I meant to say people aren't listening to us in France, but I accidentally said people aren't listening to us in French.
That's
It's true.
Even
They
if I
aren't.
butcher the language, it's still not happening.
because we aren't speaking French.
Why are you awkwardly sliding across the room?
I have a chair over here
Okay, good point.
Because he wants to sit down.
because I want to awkwardly slide.
Is that like asking why the chicken crossed the road? I feel like we should restart this segment over.
No, let's keep going from here. I think we'll do just fine.
Bold of you.
But let's bring it back to center. So anyway,
Says the
what
person who moved to the corner.
said I am not in a corner.
You're between.
Did
two
you just put
corners.
Daddy in a corner?
Daddy puts
is not
himself in the corner.
Daddy put himself in the corner.
Oh, no. Anyway, so what we're talking about here is a piece of royal property.
Yes,
So,
it's still a house.
So can you call property that goes back to the 1700s luxurious?
Okay, first of all,
There's a lot of stone in there.
First of all,
I don't know why I found that so funny.
first of all, one, there's a building on the property and people use it for living. That is considered a house.
People also
I
use
did not
abandoned
question
buildings
the
for
house.
living, so.
I questioned
You
the
can
term.
call it home, a house.
I questioned the term luxurious.
It's a freaking castle. Why wouldn't you call it luxurious?
Castles back in the day when they were really in use used to be some of the nastiest places because they didn't have toilets, so the moat was constantly the moat was the sewage system, and if you couldn't afford to have a chamber pot that led to the moat, you had to fill up a chamber pot and you either dumped it in the streets or then you walked to the moat, which most people didn't want to have to do, and dumped it in the moat. So
And it's just right outside your castle.
people didn't want to travel to outside
No,
the
I'm
castle
pretty
because
sure
that
there's
meant vulnerability.
No moat at this castle.
It's been taken out.
Exactly.
It's been filled in. We filled in the moat.
Yes. Also, I'm pretty sure there's bathrooms in it now, so I think we're good.
Okay, but
All right.
there's like I said, there's a
plumbing.
lot of stone in that thing.
So stone looks cool.
Oh my goodness, I am not sleeping on stone.
You don't have stone to sleep on. You have beds.
Yeah, they didn't sleep on stones back then either. They stuffed sheets and different
With
things
goose
with like
feathers.
goose
You
feathers
cannot
and
believe
straw.
the kind of
Well,
stoners
actually-
come from England.
All right, no, they would use
See, and
goose
this is
feathers.
if we replaced stone with stoners in every single statement we just made.
There would be problems.
You don't sleep on stoners.
All right, do you want to know the cost of this?
No.
Oh, a bunch of rocks on top of each other from the 1700s. Okay, Kensington Palace. What does it cost?
Do you want to guess?
$5 million.
$89.4 million. How about that for a bunch of stoners?
I mean, they better have more than one jacuzzi in
They're
there.
called stone masons, Karen.
Where do you get
So
masons
now they're
from?
stoner masons?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, they're free, you know.
Oh, man.
All right, here is
They keep it in a jar.
Number 9.
number 9, De Fleur de Lis Mansion in Los Angeles.
De Fleur has Delice,
Delice.
has Defer.
De Fleur. Wait, let me see it.
I know it's De Fleur. It's De
De
Fleur
De Fleur.
Oh, wait a minute.
something.
The fur
Mansion.
has
They
lice.
deferred it?
The fur has lice, guys.
It used to be luxurious until it got deferred.
It's someplace in Los Angeles. I know it's Fleur de. That's about it.
Fleur de.
and
Wait,
So
let me
are the
see.
people who live there. Fleur.
No. I'm only missing LYS. That's about it.
That's Lis.
Lis?
Looks like the fleur de lis.
Dude, don't say anything without the mic, okay?
It looks like the Fleur de Lis.
L-E-I.
It's L-Y-S, though.
No, that's Lis.
Lis.
So it is Lis.
The Fleur de
I did
Lis.
say it right. Fleur de Lis Mansion in Los Angeles.
Are you
shaped
proud
like
of
the Fleur
yourself?
de Lis?
Am I proud of myself? No. Because there's something in here that I don't even know if I want to try to.
Sure you
No. It looks like this.
It looks like that.
That. that.
The upper crown mold around the gigantic inner room is painted with 8-karat gold.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
The whole room looks like it could be dipped in gold, basically.
Just dipped?
Yeah, kind of. Dipped, covered, whatever you want to call that.
Garnished.
Now, yeah,
Garnished.
What about garnish?
I'll give it garnished. That's something I do not understand about very, very expensive houses. And I've gotten to work...
Houses?
Houses. I've gotten to work back when I was a painting contractor and a general contractor.
You don't work now?
No.
Not as a painter.
I've been accused of that. Anyway, one of the things that I got to do is work in some very, very wealthy houses, or luxurious houses for some wealthy people. Not all the houses that I worked in were like that, but a few were. And I have to admit, I could not understand having some things gold plated. It just absolutely blew my mind. Why would you want to have a sink faucet that is gold plated? That's just
Because you're conceited.
it's impractical to me. And in that particular picture, I'm not kidding you. You can take 8-karat gold and make a paint out of it. It's very,
Did
very
you?
expensive.
Did you?
But you can also make edible gold foil, and people are using edible gold to put on their food now so they can eat it. You know that, right?
Yes,
Yep.
I've seen that. So what were you asking me? Did I what?
Did you use gold paint?
No.
Never?
I have some things of my own that have 8-karat gold paint on it. They're in my office up in my mug cabinet.
Oh yeah, your mug cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
We need to post a picture of your mug cabinet sometime. It is extensive.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
I have a personalized mug cabinet, and somebody made me a mug, and part of it is trimmed in 8-karat gold paint. But that is what is going on there, and that is just like super, super expensive, and it makes no sense to me.
No, it doesn't. But for now, the owner of it is David and Susanna Saperstein.
What?
Saperstein.
Saperstein?
Is it German?
I don't know. It could be Steen, but it's Stein.
That's Stein.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's Saper.
Yeah.
Saperstein.
That wouldn't be Zapper?
No?
Um.
All right,
Because there's
anyway.
one P.
Does anybody
Yeah,
want to
the S
give?
would make it more of a Z sound.
Does anyone want to give
Begev?
a wild gander of how much it costs?
What did you say the last one was? 89 million?
89.4 million.
Okay, and we got to go up from there.
Yes.
Say 105 million.
I'm going with 100 million.
He was closest. He's 2 million off.
Oh!
You were 3.
Oh, man.
Oh, so close.
So how much was it exactly?
102 million.
102 million. Well, when you take the great room and you paint
The majority of it in gold.
well, you trim it. It's trim painted in
Well, it's still
8-karat
majority
gold.
of it
I
is
mean,
gold.
It is a shiny room
Very.
because it has a white background with 8-karat gold. So anyway, all right, we're in 2 houses. We've got 8 houses to go. We're going to catch a bit of refreshment, take a break right here, and come on back and let's talk about very expensive houses.
I didn't know I had any of the symptoms. To the best of my knowledge, I had never had a problem before. All I did was enter the coffee shop and the lady behind the counter said, "Morning, hun." And I looked at the glass case and saw my reflection. There it was, on my face. Smiley fascia.
Smiley-fascia, or smiley face, is a condition caused by feelings of uncontrollable joy, peace, or tranquility. From the labs of Pharmaceuticals Unlimited comes Depressia. Depressia is for those who are experiencing symptoms of Smiley-fascia or smiley face. Other symptoms may include singing, whistling, or in rare cases, skipping. Not all smiling is related to Smiley-fascia. Seeing others knocked down or in pain might also lead to smiling. Ask your doctor about the difference. Depressia is the first truly green drug, as we have used recycled cyanide, mercury, DDT, and a dash of sodium chloride. Using Depressia can help you lessen your carbon footprint on the planet.
Once I started taking Depressia, I felt so bad, I didn't have anything to smile about.
85% of those taking Depressia in our lab trials experienced lung failure, kidney failure, liver failure, death, and death-like symptoms. While taking Depressia, do not come into contact with sunlight or be around uplifting people, and this may hamper the depressing effects of the drug. If you continue to have uncontrollable feelings of joy, peace, and tranquility while taking Depressia, contact your doctor right away, as this might be a sign of deeper psychosis.
Depressia took the smile right off my face.
If you're struggling with Smalley fascia, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's an oncoming train.
Depressia is not recommended by anyone and is not in stores. Depressia is solely a mythical product of Pharmaceuticals Unlimited and is presented by the AdLib Council. Ask your doctor about Depressia.
Welcome to the third segment of the B. Andrews Radio Show. We're having fun here today. And for our listening audience, just a bit of a reminder earlier in the show, and we're going to try to do this more often. Segment 1 was live on Facebook Live.
Well,
was that redundant?
No, because you listed what the thing was called, and then you said an action. So you said a name and an action.
So even though I repeated a word, I was not being
thank you, English
redundant.
Emily.
Okay. So anyway,
I'm American. I'm not English.
No, I'm talking about the subject in school.
All right. So anyway, moving right along, we've been having a lot of fun today, and
Is that what you want to call it?
yeah. Let me just explain to the listening audience, and of course, we don't have our watching audience.
There is no need to be all scatterbrained and flaky.
Too late.
I know.
Actually, what you just saw here, or watched, or listened, let me back up and do this again.
Heard,
It's happening again.
It's happening again.
It never stops.
What you are
Emily.
listening to in segments 1 and 2, excuse me, you can't do it in segment 3 because we're just now recording segment 3. It would be what it's like sitting around a Hambrock table during a regular dinner time. We have the ability to jump back and forth into subject matters, and we laugh and have a good time. And we wanted to share that with you, but we were reminding ourselves that not everybody thoroughly enjoys dining at the Hambrock dining room during
normally
Thanksgiving.
I didn't know the table was a Hambrock too.
Hey, it's been inducted after what?
Inducted.
Multiple years of it.
There is one major difference, and that is that around the Hambrock table, especially at Thanksgiving time, and that is there are 3 other characters that are missing. And of course, to be heard at the Hambrock table, you've got to speak up.
Be the loudest one there.
And so the volume is loud. You know, it almost seems like we should have been Italian or something like that.
Put your mic down.
Why?
Because.
Can you hear that?
You're not loud enough.
Well, I can mute it if you want.
I wasn't being loud enough?
Well, no, you're not actually in the mic, and when you're barely away from
But
it,
that's
it causes the quality to go down.
But that's the reason why I was doing this.
Your horrible
But you weren't.
posture causes your quality to go down.
Oh, man.
Either that
Okay.
or lower the mic.
Oh, man. Okay. So anyway, was telling the listening audience about what it's like to be around the table at Thanksgiving at the Hambrock household.
We've had friends come over, and half the time a lot of the time what we do is we make a card table and the kids sit at it, and it's normally me and my friends if they come, and they always look at me and go, what on earth are they talking about now? And I'm like, I don't know. You have to be there to hear the conversation. They've literally said it's more interesting to just sit and listen than try to actually have a conversation. And I'm like,
Well, that's because
okay.
it's kind of like a burrito.
No. We have too many listening audiences in Mexico.
That's true. We have our
we need to have more.
Yes, we need to have more, so don't honk off
That's amore.
our friends from Mexico. So anyway, we want to move on with these very, very famous houses that we have. Actually, luxurious houses.
Coolest and
luxurious houses. I don't find I can't see how a house that old can be luxurious, but we shall wander deeper into the list. Number 8.
And as you hold up 7.
Yes, well, some people's 7,
All right.
some people's 8.
Number 8 is something I'm pretty sure
You can't do math.
Number 8 is something I'm pretty sure you won't like because it's
Cool.
It's It's like at a ski resort.
Is it another castle?
I was getting ready to say it's another stinking castle made out of stone.
No, it's like a ski resort. It's in the mountains. The picture has a lot of snow in it. So I don't think you're like that.
If it truly is luxurious inside and I don't have to go outside, I'll be all right.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's the 7 in the Pinnacle, Big Sky, Montana.
Seven in a pinnacle. What?
The 7, the Pinnacle.
That phrase doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
No.
That's how it's written. Big Sky, Montana. So the owners of it is Edra and Tim Bilixeth. It's kind of weird, but it's B.
Are they Polish?
It's Blixseth.
Wait, let me look at it.
Bilix Smith.
Seth.
Seth. It's weird. It's super weird. But
Stop moving.
Never. I need that back. Blixseth. All right.
She wasn't putting the L in the right place.
Would you get behind the mic?
Yes,
I am
please.
behind the mic.
Everything you got to do
you
must
are
be
now.
behind the mic. Okay.
All right.
So what is it about this house?
Well,
It's a big, big house.
it is a big house and it's very pretty, but there's a lot of snow.
Oh, that's not just a house. That's a whole ski lodge.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. And is it? I'm looking. You know, you can't hold anything still, can you?
No, I can't.
She's sitting there and it's going all over the place, and my eyes just can't follow that.
Hey,
that kind of
I have a
movement.
shaky hand.
So it is. It's log cabin style on the outside. Do
Hey,
you have,
Dad.
What?
There's stone.
Where's there? I didn't see any.
You know what?
Well, now the stone that you have.
Do not irk him on purpose.
The stone that they have with log cabins and in the chimneys and the fireplaces, that's one thing. I'm talking a castle all stone, you know.
Well, the inside is stone.
Castle all stone.
You know, you walk into the when you walk into the kitchen and it's stone, and you walk into the bedrooms
It's
and
not
they're
all stone.
and you
It's
walk into
not.
the bathroom and it's
Stoned?
All
It's
right.
not all stone.
That
That's
looks
the
warm
problem.
and it's inviting. It's a
All
log
right.
cabin.
It's
lodge.
in Montana.
It's a ski
So
lodge.
the other one.
There's snow all over it.
Can we continue on
There's
here?
smoke coming out of the fireplace.
Where
Actually, no, there's not.
coming out
There's-
of?
Well, it may be coming out of the fireplace, but it's not coming out of the chimney.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's dangerous. It should be coming out of the chimney, not the fireplace.
Okay.
All right, so the other one was 102 million. And
Right.
give me the Guile Ganders. Give me the wild
We got an
gander
angry
guesses.
The Guile Gander.
Give me the wild gander guesses, like the alliteration, if I can ever get it in, of how
Or get
much
it out.
it is.
Okay, it's got to
I'm
be
gonna
over
go with-
102. So
Yep.
I'm going to go with 112.
I'm going to go with 105. I think they're a little closer right now. Besides, it's in Montana, which isn't that expensive.
But it's also a ski lodge, so surrounding area.
You got two numbers right. The 1 and the 5. You're just missing one more.
Oh, so I was closer? I said 112. I wanted to go with 115. No.
No, I think she's talking 150.
155.
Wow, I was still
I don't-
closer. I was still closer.
Closer, yes, by technicality, but
I don't see it in
That's
that
how
house.
that works. That's all how that works. That's all technicality. Don't give me that crap.
You're just trying to use math on us. That doesn't work.
You're the math teacher.
Dad, if I try to use math, it never works out for me.
All right,
Never.
number 7.
The Plaza de Amor, Beverly Hills, California.
Oh, so it's already a plaza hotel, and somebody just bought it out and made it a single dwelling.
Probably. Yeah, it's possible. So,
How many stories is it?
2.
Only 2. Oh,
An entire grim book.
The owner is Jeff Greene, or Green. Greene.
yeah, green, I think.
It's
Green,
probably
just
just
green?
green. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Jeff Green. So,
How does such a plain guy get so much money? Oh, I get green.
It's green.
It's all
the green.
It's all
oh yeah,
green.
totally.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Yeah, but
It-
not
it
all
looks
money
nice.
is green. Just American money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live there, but it looks nice.
Okay, well, California doesn't have snow, so it can be luxurious, and it's not made out of all stone, so it could be luxurious.
It actually does like concrete and marble. All right. Anyway, guess how much it is.
I have a bad frog in my throat. Needy.
The frog is up there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is a frog. I was just reading. You mean the turtle?
You mean the turtle?
You mean the turtle?
It's not a stinking turtle.
So it's got to be over 150 million,
55 million. So your guess?
165 million.
I'm gonna go with an even 200.
But it's in California, so
just 200.
Yeah, just 200.
Million.
200
million. She's going
200
with
million. 200 million.
All right, Emily is 5 million off. Dad, I'm afraid to say I think you're over 30 million off.
So it's.
I thought you said it never works if you do math.
So it's 197 million.
195 million.
195 million. Okay.
There you go.
She did do good math. I didn't think she was going to get it there. So all right,
you did good.
195 million for what? Does it say what's in the place?
No, but there's a interesting. I don't think that's a pool. It's just a fountain with squirty things going.
I'm pretty sure it's a pool with a fountain. That's what the squirty things are.
Things are, yeah,
it's the fountain. They're called jets.
I think they normally call squirty things fountains. Yeah.
I guess. All right.
Squirty thing is so non-specific. You could be talking about an octopus. You could be talking about a gun.
All right, here we go.
Talking about
Next
a hose.
one.
Number 6.
Number 6.
The One Hyde Park in London.
Ooh, the real Hyde Park. Not Hyde Park, New York. Not Hyde Park, Cincinnati, but the Hyde Park in London.
The original?
Don't know how to say their name. So here's a wild gander from Dad.
Renault Akhmanov.
You can't see it, but Karen's hand is like doing little circles and Dad's like trying to see it.
All right, Renault
Akhmanov.
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 All right. So it
Hairball.
has to. Okay, so this one, when I say a major money jump, it is a major money jump.
453.
Well, I was going 300 million. I mean, another 100 million is, you know.
So
you
the
know how
last
many
one,
houses you can build for 100 million?
Wait. Okay, so it's 195 for the last one in California, and now the one in London. Emily's guess?
I did 493.
Dad?
I'm jumping 100 million, so that makes it 200. So I'll just go at even 300 million.
15.4 billion.
That is a big jump.
I told you when I was a major jump, it was.
Do they have a picture of the
jump.
house? I got to see what a $15 billion house looks like.
No, you don't.
It looks like. Okay. There are 4 sofas.
Where's it at?
In
wow,
London.
it's so expensive. It has 4 sofas. That's usually the number of sofas in a youth room at a church.
No.
Well,
let me finish.
Theirs are new.
Let me finish.
You know, the youth room
What
at
are
the
they made
church,
out of baby seal hides?
I don't know. The youth room at the church, though, only gets used sofas. Remember that.
All right.
They have to be broken in the middle.
The middle, down
the
the
best
middle
place.
of the room. Hey, I'm trying to give it descriptive. In the middle, down the middle of the room, it is exactly the same on both sides. There's a glass table with a certain, I don't know what it is. Maybe a tea set. I can't see. My eyes are bad.
The table's that big?
No, her eyes are that bad.
All right. There's 4 couches, but the thing about the couches is that there's no sitting room on it. There's all pillows.
So that's where they spent all their money. It's just all pillows.
Persian. It's a Persian name, and that's a Persian style to do the pillows.
You see that?
Yeah.
Not really. You're not holding still.
Well, then grab it.
You're across the room.
Look, you did it. You've done it before.
I'm too lazy. Let's just say all I can see is pillows, even from this angle.
It's true. See?
Yes.
Pillows.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, is it one of those tables where they want you to lay down on your side in order to eat? Again, that would be Persian.
No.
Okay. Just guessing. Anyway,
it's Persian.
Just because it's Persian, I'm just guessing.
All right.
Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, That dude is an oil baron.
All right.
And
I thought it was a female.
Huh?
I thought it was a
It's a
female.
No, Renault is usually
Okay.
a male's name.
A voice.
Male voice.
And
This is a mess.
It
the
is.
other thing that I'm wondering, I heard that there was an oil baron over there that had one of his rooms in his mansion actually done over as the amber room from the I'm trying to think, from the one dynasty. There was a palace. It was raided by Hitler, and the room was made out of all amber.
Oh,
And I
room.
heard that there was an oil baron that had a room in his house replicated like it and made out of amber. So,
All right, well, on to the next one.
number 5.
The Fairfield Sagaponack in New York.
All right, let me see that name.
Sagaponack.
Saga.
That's what it looks like.
I don't trust you.
Thanks.
Sagaponack. Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah, but you said Sagaponack, and Dad's like Sagaponack. So there's a difference in pronunciation.
It's Sagaponack.
Hey,
like
I just said it
Hackensack.
slower.
We had a house out in Hackensack.
Is that all you
see-
get for your money?
Yeah, you should
All
see what
right.
Hackensack is, how
All
it's
right,
spelled.
So,
Hackensack. Hackensack.
the owner is Ira Rennert.
I bet it is.
Yes, it is.
Ira Ritter.
All right. So, from the one that not the oil baron, but the one in London.
We're assuming it's an oil baron. It could just be some rich guy.
Probably. All right. So,
That
from
would
the
be an
one
oil
that
baron.
was 15.4
Billion.
billion, this
Uh-huh.
is a major drop.
A major
Well,
drop.
how-
How
wait
is
a
it a
minute,
major
hold it.
drop?
How
It's
could it? Yeah.
Bigger. It's bigger than it, but it's probably
Oh.
not as expensive. It's in New York too.
Oh, tell you what, we're the level of measurement, the level of measurement.
Yes.
I've never been there.
The
don't
level
wanna
of measurement is luxury, not price.
Correct the mundo.
So I am going to guess 200 million.
How?
Dad?
I don't know how you could take $15 billion and not be the most luxurious house.
Because all the pillows were in the way.
luxurious house is the most expensive, actually.
Okay, but I don't see how you go $15 billion and then goes backwards and have another house that could be
Never
more
mind, it's
luxurious. Anyway, all right. So
Wait, it's not a price drop?
It is a price drop, but that the London one is actually the most expensive. So,
must be where it's located. It's probably
Probably.
right beside Buckingham Palace or something.
something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dad,
Well, you
her
know,
guess is
you said
200
it was
million.
in Hyde Park, right?
It's
The one in London.
the one Hyde Park, London. Yeah.
So I'll have to go look that up and
Probably.
see where
All
that's at. Okay, so this house, the one before it, I'm going to go back to the 300 million.
300 million?
Yeah.
By 1 million, Emily is closer. By
What did you guess?
1 million.
200. So is it
249 million to opposed
and I
to
did 300.
1
No,
million.
Dad's closer.
No.
Oh.
Two-
Oh, I am.
Oh, my goodness.
Because it's the halfway mark.
Oh,
Because it's the
my
halfway
goodness.
mark. I'm thinking.
Rounding up, rounding down, rounding up, rounding down.
Shut up.
All right, we got to go quickly here. So number
4.
This is in Monaco,
Oh, where was that last house at?
New York.
That was I thought the other one was in New York.
Number
Hyde.
6
I
is
thought the
London.
$15 billion one was in New York.
No, it's in London.
It's in London. Okay, then New York.
Is
All
the
right.
249?
Oh, what's its
All right.
address? Is it on like Fifth
It's
Ave?
Fairfield Sagaponack.
Oh, that's the one in Sagaponack.
All right, number 4.
Okay. Number 4.
The Tour Odin Monte Carlo, Monaco.
Most of those are made out of cut sandstone.
So, more stone.
Actually, Dad, this one looks like it's made mainly out of glass.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
glad
That's just like superheated and polished stone.
Yeah, stone. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
silicone.
yeah.
More
So-
fragile stone.
All right.
All right, this one is up from the last one. So
Well, yeah, they
200
better be going up. All right. So we were at 249.
And now it's up, and so the group.
I'm going to say 345 million.
All right, Emily.
I'm gonna go 320.
Ooh.
What'd you do?
320.
345.
That is closer. 400 million.
I was gonna say 400. Dang it! I went
Trust your
under
instincts.
instead of over.
Yep.
And I can't. How do you spend $345 million on a house? Or excuse me, $400 million on the house. Yeah. So, all right. What number was that?
Number 4.
How do you spend $400 million on glass?
It's glass. You gotta replace
Well,
it.
I gotta spend this money on something. Brewster,
I
what's the
don't
movie called? Brewster's Billions.
I have no understanding what it's like to have that kind of money. Okay, here we go.
All
Number 3.
Number 3 is the France one. It is
The
the
France
Villa
one.
Libre
The France
Doll
one.
It's got
Villa
squirty
Franchise
things.
sur France.
Those are
And
called
I'm-
bidets.
And I'm not gonna say that again.
I'm glad we covered you up. All
Probably, yeah.
right.
All right,
So
it
it's in
is-
somewhere in France.
It's a big jump.
Is
not
it a
mega
castle?
No. It looks like a place next to a vineyard.
And it's not a castle.
No, it's not a castle.
It's not a castle.
It is a big jump from 400 million, but it's not a mega jump. So, it is still up.
So does the vineyard go with it? Is that part of the deal?
I don't know, but if it is, then sure. But the owner,
Wow. If it is, sure.
But the owner is Lily Safra. But Emily, what
bet it
is
is.
your guess?
You said it goes up again?
Yes, a big jump. Not a mega, but a big.
I'm going to go 800.
Okay, Dad?
650.
Emily is closer. It is 750.
You're feeding her the answers, aren't you?
Oh,
It's that sister teleportation. I meant to say
Teleportation.
No,
you
telepathic
now.
communication.
Emily.
Wow.
Em, I'm going to teleport you now.
It's true.
Due to reasons, Dad is not here for the last 2 houses, so me and Emily are going to finish up.
Yeah, so this is now the Hambrock Girls show. Got rid of the man in the room. Okay. I can't do that. I can't say that seriously.
Wow, off to a great start, Emily.
Due to pastoral reasons, he had to go take care of he had to go to a meeting he had set up.
Yes.
So we ran out of time because this has been such a mess.
It is a mess,
It's
but
just
all
a
right.
mess.
So, number 2. You want to say it?
No.
All right, number 2. The ruler of the Coastal Est and most luxury house category.
Coastal Est?
It's someplace in Mumbai.
Okay.
It is. And the place, just to give you a little thing, it looks like it has its own garden in it.
Okay, Rena, I could have my own garden. Oh, in it?
In it. It's a... Here, let me show you a picture.
Wait. So the greenhouse is on the inside, in the house itself.
Yeah, look at it. Look at that.
I'm looking.
Yeah, it's major. All right, so I can't pronounce a lot of it, but it is in Mumbai, and it is a jump from the last one, which was 750 million.
Oh, and
So
I was really close then with 700.
Yes, you were the closest. All right, what's your guess?
It's a big jump. I'm gonna go with 2.5 billion.
It is 1 billion.
Oh, okay. So,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. All right. And the number 1. I can't remember what this is called.
Okay,
Oh.
but for people who can't see the picture, if you look at it, it is a vertical building. It is not like a regular building that's like built out and then up. It is like a tower.
It's just straight up.
It's just straight up. Straight up.
It is. It looks like it has its own garden and it multiple levels. It is.
It's a tower.
It's kind of impressive. but it's over in Mumbai, so there's that.
Stiff wind, though. I don't want it blowing over.
All right. So, number 1 most coolest and luxurious house on this list.
I'm pretty sure cool is not an aspect of most of this list. After all, most of it was made of stone.
I don't know, Emily. Number 2 in Mumbai was pretty cool. Yeah, well, to me it was. All right.
I'm more into log cabins and the natural, forest settings for houses. I'm not really into...
Hey, personal aspect. That's not the word.
Preference. Personal aspect.
There you go.
Preference.
There you go. The owner of this one, the number 1, is Ken Griffin. And it is in Blossom Estate, Palm Beach, Florida.
Is it built on stilts? Or is it more inland?
No. Look, it's just...
Oh, it's just an entire estate.
Estate right on the beach.
Right on the beach.
Yes.
Actually, most people who live near beach or really sanded area are supposed to have their houses built up.
Supposed to, but, it's its own concrete patio estate on sand.
Okay, so some of those hotels, if you've ever been to Florida, there are some of those hotels who have these little cottages on this estate-esque place, and instead of a hotel room, you get a little cottage, which is basically a hotel room. That's what the property pretty much looks like, only It's got a main house and then several other little ones, and it's when I say it's right on the beach, I'm saying it's there's probably 20 feet of beach, and then the house is right there.
It's a very short walk
to the beach.
It is the beach.
It is the beach.
All right. Last thing before we say goodbye. Guess how much it is? It is up from 1 billion.
It's up from 1 billion. I'm going to stick with my 2.5 billion.
It is 4.1.
Oh.
Okay. You're almost there.
4 times the last one's expense.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I've been doing way too much math this show. Brains are
All
fried.
All right. We're going to come to you and say goodbye. Take it away,
Come
Emily.
to you and say goodbye.
Take it away, Emily.
This is the conclusion of the mess that was today's B. Andrews radio show. And thank you for listening. Please share if you like the show. Like the show. Listen to more. We'll see you next week. Thank you for listening.